Hello and welcome to the next episode of our Academy playthrough on the brutal custom difficulty, where aliens are a lot faster and stronger and everything, and we are tied to Africa and the Near East, so problems all over the horizon here. At the end of last episode, we have reached Deep System Skywatch, and we were waiting for the event to happen. The event that basically cracked down half of our control points, as we can see here. What I did in between is I made a new template for some nations which I'm not going to send to space, like for example Namibia here, which will instead go into funding and a bit of welfare for potential unifications down the line. Although I might... maybe that's actually a... I don't know if that's a race. Let's see, let's do funding mostly though. What I want to do, and Nigeria and Ethiopia are probably prime candidates for South Africa and Tanzania as well, is an orchestrated insurrection. Because if we have public opinion here, and we have the control points, then there is a chance that we can lose inequality and gain democracy. And that's what I want to force. So we want to do an engineered insurrection to make the country more equal and therefore more stable long term, because then we don't need to invest hundreds of points into welfare here to fix the inequality of these mega nations that we are constructing down the road. And that's of course what I want to aim for. Meanwhile, the Arabian Peninsula here and Egypt have to take the brunt of our space program, get into mission control, build an army here as well, so that we have at least 3 armies to defend against the alien invasion, which is going to come in, I think, a year. Right, in a year. So that's also on the horizon. Let's hope it doesn't land in Africa. That would be a problem. And also what I have to do is build some nukes. We only have currently 1 here available. We definitely should get another one. And I don't think we have any other country. No, it's already taken. So, yeah. We have to build it here. So we have to build 2 of those, I guess, to have a little bit of leeway against a potential alien army rampaging through our territory here. Also, we have the problem that we have terrible research output compared to other compared to our other factions here.
Justified to them.
And yeah, this is also terrible. Oh, interesting. The only good thing we have on the horizon is I don't know. I don't know what's on the horizon which is good for us. I really don't know. So this is pure trouble. Yeah, pure trouble. We got a bit lucky with our boost orcs here. Lightstar, Hibiscus. I think there was another one somewhere. It's only these 2? No, that's not possible. Yeah, here, right, here's one. Shirua. Though these are producing 4 boost, which is pretty good for this early in the game. So if we look at boost here, Humanity First at 5.1, Initiative only 1.2, Exodus only 1 roughly, and Servants have 8.7. So these are the biggest problem. Of course they spawned with the US, so obviously. But yeah, we are not too bad in the boost department. And yeah, that's of course pretty good. Did I send the... Yeah, the funding template is now active here. With Tanzania, I'm not 100% sure if I want to go into a space program or not. I guess I want to. So here we pick the space plus. Just get a space program going. Yeah, I think we need this one here because we are going to enlarge Tanzania. with the African Confederation project or something. Let's see how it's called. It's the... Where are you? African Confederations, yes. And that's going to get Tanzania some claims. So we are going to make it bigger. Same for Nigeria. Maybe we also use Mali. I'm not 100% sure if we want to use Mali as well. The other good thing is that we have been able to pick arrival economics in last episode. So this one will push us to the bootstrap spaceflight program and arrival markets. So boosting up our development with orcs and our space projects itself. So at least something good. And now let's just move forward a bit here. We are going to merge Palestine and Israel here. So that's going to be something.
Ready.
And
Heading
yeah, that
to
should
the
be possible,
capital.
right? Yes, unification is possible.
Your orders?
And here in Africa itself, we are going to continue expanding.
Establishing our presence.
Which means that we are going to
Where do you need me?
focus on the key nations that we need for our
Bringing them
unification
on
project,
board.
like Tanzania. Nigeria is already in our hand here. And then it's more or less just from there. I think we can unify Eritrea and Ethiopia. Yes, we can. And then we can also unify Somalia and Somaliland already. These things we are going to already prepare now.
At your service.
And here we're going to reduce unrest in Israel. So we are going to do some small unifications to just reduce. Okay, Mexico, that's good. It's not on our continent. For example, we are also going to go for the South African bit here with Lesotho. That's also going to... Oh, peace dividend. A world driven by fear over current and future conflict. Kuwait continues to maintain normal relations with all parties. Kuwait has a much chosen butter over guns, and its economy is starting to reap the benefits, seeing little prospect of a serious military threat in the near future. Its leadership are mulling further downsizing the armed forces or reallocate funds and resources elsewhere. Make money, not war. We lose 0.1 from military tech. Get 2% GDP. Get 2 cohesion and get 0.1 education. Or we even lose 0.2 from the military tech. Okay, so let's check it out. Kuwait is here. Do we care? It has terrible military stats anyway. So we are going to pick the best option here. Ooh, inequality minus 0.6. Massive. That's really good.
Things are stabilizing.
So that's pretty good. Even though the GDP impact isn't really... What? How did that happen? Well, that must have been some kind of revolt event here, right? Funny. I didn't know that exists. Okay. Interesting.
Mission complete.
Okay, unification here, even though this will produce a hostile claim, but it's one less country we have to manage here. So, all good. And in this small scope here, that's not too terrible. Outpost course done. What did they pick? I didn't read. Mass graves. Okay. So we are going to invest mostly into projects here to get some space stuff prepared for the eventual race to the moon when it comes up. For now, I'm going to jump forward a bit because it's mostly just grabbing countries here in Africa and waiting to see what happens elsewhere. We have progressed towards October 26, and of course the May 27 is getting closer month per month. And however, there is one major thing that's going to happen now. We are unlocking Mission to the Moon, which was mostly researched by Exodus, but at least we got around 40% here. So that's good, I guess. And we are going to push more into space tax here. Do we need that? We're waiting for space mining and refining anyway to get the mining module, but at least we can send out a scout to a probe to Moon, to Lunar. So let's see where we are.
Just sitting up there.
So going to send that probe here, and it's now going to go there. Let's see what we are going to get from there. We already have the HEP project done, so it's mostly about getting the mining module done after space mining and refining. However, we might get unlucky because we didn't invest a lot in that technology. Okay, also Nigeria is now getting ready for a revolution. We have 9.1 unrest already, and we are pushing it with one of our agents here. So ideally this one is also happening. We have 9.6 now. That's not enough apparently. Let's see how that will develop here. I hope that we can cut down 2 inequality. Ooh, there's another ship and landing somewhere.
Are in place.
But oh no. Where's that? Here it says. Ooh, not great. Definitely not great. You can also almost unify Somaliland and Somalia. It's also going to happen soon. And I also befriended. I want to befriend these 2 here. Can we do it now? Eritrea into Ethiopia. Not yet. 15th of December. Okay, and can we... We don't really have a lot of influence here, but we want to ally here, and we want to ally... Yeah, 15th December as well here.
Our presence is growing.
We were unable to establish control.
Let's see, when do we arrive on Lunar though? 13th of November. So in the next mission phase, let's see what we get there. Maybe we can see the revolution here as well. Did I press again?
Standing
yes,
by
let's
for
see,
orders.
do we maybe want to invest 2 ops here now? 56.
It's time to bring it all down.
Can we buff this up somehow? Not really. We have to accept it as it is, and yeah, let's keep going. Maybe we see the revolution already. Ah, space stock, nice. Supply depot, nice as well. We need both of that.
Just send up a bunch of
Okay,
diggers
up
and hope for the
Astra.
best, even
Really?
dirt doesn't.
That's not really useful. Not at all. Okay, any methods done. I'm not going to talk about the quests here. We want to research. Do we want to go into the space dock already? We need to unlock a ship anyway, so let's get started on these kind of things here. Let's see when we get the mining module. Maybe we get lucky here. That would be best. And graphene battery, we don't need that probably.
Our gaze remains unheard.
Maybe we need this one.
Death to tyrant.
Come on. Give me the revolution that I want here. Below 2 cohesion, it should trigger usually. Okay, next space program done. So we go into a bit of spoils, mostly mission control though, even though this country isn't going to do a lot of mission control here, but we are going to go into funding afterwards.
We've gained significant support.
There we go. Okay, we do have here. This one looks decent. So, let's investigate. We are first, actually. So we can drop down an outpost. Ooh, this one is even better. Yeah, this one is king. Shackleton is king here. And Peary as well is good as well. We could consider grabbing both. We don't have nobles afterwards, but we maybe don't need that. 3.9 volatiles should be enough. to feed both. How much does it cost us? 6.6? Ouch. But if we don't take this one, someone else will. Let's grab both. Let's get Shackleton. And let's grab Peri Crater. There we go. And now we have to save up stuff for the mining modules. Great. We are going to need a lot of boost here.
We've gained significant
And we
support.
still need to get the project. So that's a problem. But I'm going to continue forward here to see how quickly we get this project and how quickly we get this revolution as a first one and what the results will be of it. Finally, it has happened. So the revolution in Nigeria has occurred. And let's see what we got here. So we got reduction in... No, we got cohesion. We lost... Hey, that's not cohesion. Oh, we only lost 0.47 inequality. I mean, that's still okay, though. I mean, it's like 200 investment points, roughly. It's a lot. And our unrest went down. The new rest value is 7.3 now. And most importantly, we also got +2 government score, which is also a lot. Of course, it took a massive damage to the GDP, but that doesn't matter because there basically isn't any. So, we can go back to what we initially wanted to do, which is building, for example, an army as well. And we're also going to go into funding before we go into a space program here. Funding maximum is 500 although. That's a lot more than I expected. So maybe we just invest a bit into economy here. I'm not sure if we want to maybe stay on this value. We have to wait at least a year before we could do another revolution to make this work again. And I'm not sure what's going to be happening in a year from now. So let's get an army out and then work on pacifying this naturally. So we don't have to go heavy into funding here. Actually, we maybe shouldn't do funding at all. We do a bit of unity, a minor amount. Then instead we do a bit of knowledge, a bit of economy, a bit of welfare, and get this nation fixed up. Of course, we don't get a lot from the economy priority, but it's still a bit. And we do have 250 million people here, so it will go up by quite a bit. Yeah, this should work. So the next question is, which nation will we do afterwards? So first of all, we go into the space dock here, of course. And now let's push out arrival economics, at least finish it up, even though we are not going to win this tech. But at least we do have a better chance of unlocking the project relatively soonish. So the next one to revolt would probably be Ethiopia here. But we don't have public opinion at all here. So maybe we are going to merge these two together first. And afterwards we do the revolution here as Eritrea plus Ethiopia, because both have 3.3. On the other hand, maybe that's okay. It's a bit high. I think we need to revolt once here. So probably, I guess we are going to go into Tanzania next year, which is already 4.8. So we push this one into... anyway, it's a bit cooked on its priorities here. So we're going to push Tanzania up in public opinion, and then we revolt this as well. And then afterwards we do probably South Africa when it has unified with Lesotho here. And... probably we should already... Why are you doing a space program? That doesn't make sense at all. So here we definitely need more unity. That should help. And probably we have to do some other things like this as well here in the other countries of Africa over time. But that's... I'm not going to explain every decision of where I do a revolt or not. But I will talk about whatever comes up in a good moment here. And orc-wise, we didn't really have a lot of luck recently. So let's hope we can get mining on the moon going pretty soonish. We still didn't get the mining project, sadly. Well, we have reached May 27. Our moon base is getting built up. So our mining will come in June, which is 1 month away. We are also now finally getting close to our control cap again. But this, of course, has come at a price. So we are mostly owning stuff. Nothing good stuff. We also had a problem that there was a coup d'etat in Turkey. So we lost all control points here. We are almost finished taking them back again because Humanity First, which probably did the coup d'etat, were over cap anyway. So that was not really the best move by them. But whatever. And when we have taken everything back, I'm going to investigate how we want to distribute points here. Probably going to do the mission control here because we can have 12 here, which is pretty unique. So at least like this. And yeah, we also have a certain problem here in Saudi Arabia, so I'm going to start boosting up public opinion here to get this sorted out as well. And hopefully we are getting the next revolution here in Tanzania pretty soon to also fix the inequality here. And therefore the unrest problems and pushing it up to a higher government score. I'm also waiting here for the unification next year, but I'm not sure that the nations here will reach that point because the unrest is extremely high. Yeah, I'm not sure how that will work out. And then maybe if I will do another revolution here as well before we start building up stuff for the African Union here. I mean, that's anyway very, very, very far away. So, but the most important one, which is going to happen in this small part of the episode, is the invasion of Earth in 4 days from now. 3 assault carriers are arriving. And yeah. Also, fun fact, because of the changes we did with the custom setting, the aliens already have arrived at Jupiter. So there's no way you get a Jupiter rush out on these kind of settings. They apparently have skipped Saturn, Uranus and Neptune this time. But yeah, they have settled on Uranus directly, which is not great. It only makes stuff worse.
In 1954, the Americans built the first
missile
nuclear
warfare doctrine. Nice. What's also important what I want to note here is I have created a second nuke here. I also allied with 2 of my nations here. The big question is now, okay, what can we do if they invade us? I hope they will not land in Africa. Chances are high, but who knows? Maybe they will go after humanity first, something like India, something in Russia. But I got the feeling they will settle down here. I got the feeling. So let's see. Okay, there we are. And what are they doing? In Athens. Okay, one of them is landing here. Oh no, in Greece. No. Next door. No. Don't. Okay, I need to quickly make an alliance with Turkey here. Where's my Turkey? I don't have Turkey. I don't have the executive right. And maybe that should be able to be pulled off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
At least I hope, if we don't fail the mission.
Coming.
Yeah, next stage. Alien warships lands on Earth. So that's the first one. Let's see where the other will go in a second.
Justified to them.
Come on, please be successful. Come on, please. Croatia. And Belgrade. Whew! That's next door, but it's not the worst here. We have to take control of Syria now. Oh, this is a rival. We should have taken control of this because now we can't move through this. Can we get rid of it already now? We'll say no. Okay, we have to take control of Syria to get the path freed up to move between nations here. And we also need to Jordan. Do we need to? Yeah, for Arabia. So and then here as well. Jordan. Where are you? Yeah. Ooh, that's going to be rough here.
Recon complete.
Let's get the executive. Come on.
Our enemies are still.
Oh, come on, really? Critical failure. What the heck?
Standing
Okay, we
by
need
for
to
orders.
grab this
Putting our people
one.
in place.
Ready for orders.
Let's actually invest to
Establishing control.
get our
I'm here.
chances up.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
And let's
At your service.
force. Ooh. 60% only because they are only at +2 anymore. So this is a problem. We can slap this one on. Yeah, we don't have enough money here. Although we do have 2.4k and a decent income, these are extremely expensive. And the servants are protecting these 2 points. It's annoying as well. Hopefully they will abandon them eventually. But I see that they push public opinion like crazy here. So we have to do something against... We already are. But... Fission pile. That's something very important. Fission pile. We need it for our Mars project. Our probe to Mars is already on its way.
The people will come to our side.
Yeah, permanent, please.
Their government remains stable.
Come on. Come on. Read. Yeah, the European Union is expanding heavily here. But of course there are big problems on the horizon now. Hey, we finally get mining income. That's really good because now we can get the second mining base running. And this should help us immensely before we arrive at Mars. So we are going to need 10 metal. The nobles we are not going to have, but we can get the water and the volatile. So we don't really have a lot of cost here for the second mining module. It's going to be pretty soon.
We're taking over.
Okay.
We're taking over.
Syria's done. Good. So now we can remove the rivalry here. Perfect. And then we can get an alliance going.
Remains in power.
Seriously, still. And one more month we have.
Where do you need me?
That's annoying, I
Where
guess.
do you need me?
So we're going to push some public
We'll
opinion here
make
as well.
our appeal.
I'm here,
Take Lebanon as well.
bringing them on board.
Then we have it. Okay, this is tough. Ooh, 2.6k for 5 admin. Do we want to do this? And if yes, on whom? Sadly, we cannot take this one. I mean, ideally, we have to buff up our operative here. It's very expensive. Very. We could also add this one to our scientist. Nah, I don't feel comfortable with that. It's a too big investment here for the situation we are in. Okay, let's see what the alien spawn will be here on the army side, and then what they are going to do. Oh, Botswana is finished. That's down here. Let's... You don't... maybe like this, and a bit of unity. Also a lot of unrest because the inequality is high. Yeah, maybe like this. Let's see. Callisto Station is getting built up by the aliens. Not great. Not at all.
Public opinion
What are the
is
servants
moving in
doing
our
here?
direction.
The
Don't-
uprising is underway.
Don't take my
We're
point here.
winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, that's the first army spawn. Kyrgyzstan is also in Russia now. 67%. Come on, please. Hey, bootstrap space programs is done. Nice. We want the magazine. Definitely. We're not in a hurry though. Oh, but what I forgot is we probably can make the mining module. Yes, we can. Then also the solar collector. Here we go. Perfect. And now we have to save up for the Mars base. The Mars base will be done. Too far out. We are going to arrive in September, so I'm going to save up
Cleaning
resources
things up.
for this moment so that we can drop down 2 or 3 modules on Mars right away and have that out of the way as well. There's also the mission to the asteroids under construction already. We're going to exploit this as well to grab Sirius if possible. We are not going to get this project anyway, so let's get out of this one. Let's instead push some local projects for our faction here. Let's please get the executive.
We've got our people in place.
Come on, please make it work. Okay, Congo,
Our
we don't care.
associates were unable to take control.
What's this? Are we... Did someone betray us already? Ah, Ethiopia's done. In this case, we are not going to do anything here. No mission control investment. Instead, we are going to start on Unity and stuff to build up some... to not revolt here. Probably we should go like this for now. This is really unfortunate.
Ready.
I don't think we
Ready for my
can...
mission.
What's the up?
Standing by.
Can we crack down this again?
Applying
try it,
pressure on
though.
their people.
What's the up?
61%, seriously.
We're taking power.
67. Can we do something about it? No, not really. Damn it. Okay, the alien admin will be founded in a few seconds, so let's wait for this. When can we change the alliance status? September. Also 2 months, that's a long time. If we have to defend Turkey, that's gonna be a while. Ah, the European Union is
Death to tyrants!
trying to save.
The people
Something
will
in the
come to our
Balkans?
side.
Let's see if
We've
it works.
neutralized their key people.
Ah, new crackdown, perfect. Ah, it worked. So let's see, Tanzania. Oh. 0.56 only. This one actually went down this time. That's not great. But we barely got anything here. I mean, 0.56 inequality isn't too bad. It's also not great. In this case, let's continue. Yeah, that experiment is over. We could have gotten lucky here, but we didn't. So we have to accept it, I guess. Oh, the European Union is expanding heavily now, and at the same time getting defeated.
We've gained significant support.
So that's funny as well. And erratic leaders, left and right. Angola again. Come on, really?
Removed some threats.
Yeah, Angola is also something we need to revolt eventually. Same as South Africa here when we have merged it up. But that's still a while away. Oh, our crackdowns have expired. That's not great. So we have to abandon some stuff here. The big question is what? We need to get rid of like 70 points here. And we can get rid of something like Morocco, Tunisia. We could also abandon Angola. We don't need to solve this right now. Yeah, let's abandon Angola here. Okay, this is also already a little bit. I think I would like to abandon Morocco. And then we can just change stuff here to just boost up mission control. And now we're at -40, so we just need something small. So something like Mali here. That's good, and now we can go into orcs and everything to solve the remainders. And we also have some admin available here. So that should all work out pretty nicely, right? UNESCO is available. Huh. Admin here as well. Ah, we don't have admin for UNESCO. Sadly. We have admin here as well. So we can pull that research in. Okay, that's it though. But we are at plus 5.9, so we can stay at this value. That should be fine. Ah, we got the executive. I didn't notice. When did that happen? Maybe it was too fast here. So we can now ally Israel here. And we can also ally Saudi Arabia and Egypt. What we should do. So we are a bit more secure against a potential alien invasion here. So this is
Ready
it.
for orders.
We're going to buff up
I will try to
Saudi
sway them
Arabia.
Ready to go.
Your orders.
Going to investigate the activities
Reporting
here.
in.
Actually, we're going to use this
Ready for my
guy.
mission.
And let's pacify some stuff like here,
Restore
Turkey.
order.
And we don't need
Ready
to
for my
increase
mission.
unrest anymore here. So instead we could consider pulling down Nigeria. Because we're going to get... Yeah, I think that's worth it.
We'll turn down the heat.
Because when the army is done, we can go full ham into stabilizing this one. And this should be doable. With a bit of GDP investment, a bit of welfare investment, we can get this sorted out pretty soon. Yeah, I think that should be doable. So let's see what the alien admin will be here.
Do not seek to be the element.
Ah, fission pilot is done as well. Perfect. And let's go into the Xenology Lab. That's going to be the first one we have to construct. And I think we have everything in place for the Mars bases now. We have the fission pilot, we have the mining. We have our second moon base running. We have mining income. Oh, we get money as well. Okay, now we maybe have an... Let's wait for the next phase. This is way too expensive all. There we go. Alien administration is founded on Greece. So let's see what will come out of this.
Things are cooling off.
We've moved the needle.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Okay, they are at war with like everything. Even with the US, that's interesting. I'm curious to see if they even invade the USA, because I don't think the aliens have, the servants have contacted them yet. We don't have intel, so sadly no. Because that might be a thing. Okay, where are we currently now? We have definitely caught up in science. Economy-wise, we are not bad, with almost 500 income. Resource-wise, we do have a positive income. So we have a mining module done. The servants also finished one on the moon, the others not yet. So we are pretty well off to go into the Mars colonization, and then we can also continue building up our International Space Station. We could consider doing this right now already, because the costs for this are minimal at best. We could also consider just making a quarter here to save some, to get some more money and influence. It's +2 influence, which is a lot. But this one would get us 30% investment. Yeah, let's do this. And science, yeah, let's do it. We do have some resources now. Yeah, good. I would
Public
say
opinion is
that's
moving
it for
in our
this
direction.
episode. In the next one, to Mars and survive the alien invasion on the ground here. Ah, here we go. I have to see which one we want to research. Yeah, the European armies are getting... they go down. Okay, we can... Huh. Yeah, luxury replacement, definitely. Get 2% research output.
We found something.
It's worth for the future. Not right now, but still. Better have it than not. And what do we want to do now? We can go... Yeah, we should go into alien operations now. And therefore also... Then after Xenology Lab, that's a big question. What to do next? We don't want to go for the monitor as of now. Anaconda, Cobra, Terra. I would like to go into the usual one, which is not this one. So what do we research next though? We're going to need a supply depot eventually. We could go to buff up our boost priority a bit, but we don't need that either. At least not urgent. Do we want a better armor? I don't think so, because we are going to make the first ship without armor. But the super heavy chemical rockets would get us a better rocket design for our first ship, so that we use less resources to get the first ship into space here. Okay. Here we are. Mission phase end. And let's go. See you in the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe. And see you then.